What up, what up? So, we're getting ready to get started over here. What's the word? Radio?
Yeah.
If you would like, stream in on www.bostonfreeradio.com. Again, it is www.bostonfreeradio.com. I should not have to spell that, and if I do, then there are some problems over here, my friends. So, we're gonna, we got some guests coming in. Right now, Jono is, setting us up to get ready. But, I decided I'd get y'all on live to do the behind the scenes. This is what we do.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Trying to make sure things
But shout out to What's the Word Radio. Shout out to BostonFreeRadio.com. Shout out to True Era Media. Styles Bridge Productions, which is moi, M. Styles. Yeah, I'm my own conglomerate. Yeah. Yeah. Boss bitches do boss things. Anyways, and you can be a boss too if you do as I do.
As she said, if you do what I do.
You can do it. If you do what I do, you can be like me too.
I like that.
Hey, you know what? But it's true. You know, stop. You know, the hating needs to stop. And you know what I just realized? Is the questions that I did have for any guests that come in on my phone. And my phone is currently playing my live.
Oh.
And I just want to give a shout out. This is an endorsement to Fanta Grape. This shit's holding me down. And I don't drink soda.
I am so mad at that.
I seen it and I was like, Fanta Grape. Like, oh my God, that takes me back to the days. So I was like, let me get some of this shit and make me gain about 15 pounds. This shit is good though. Oh yeah. Your password was changed about 3 years ago, my friend.
Yeah.
Nobody's on my live anyways. Not like they won't be watching it later on, but, you know, I'll just stay here and bullshit until somebody... Hello, world.
Until somebody comes in.
Hello, free worlds.
Oh, man. Now I'm like, what is my password?
You entered an old yo, somebody hacked you, kid.
Don't say that.
It's a Rizap.
Don't say that. I just don't remember what I think... No, I don't remember what it is. I'm like,
my son, yo, he's a little shit, right? He knows that, like, I have a generic password. And he knows what it is. So we got into a little argument, and I shut off his phone.
Right.
So he decided that he was gonna be cute and break into my phone account because he knew that was my password.
He's ill.
I was like, you little... Yo.
I mean, you can't be mad at that, but at the same time...
Oh, finally you got in.
Exactly. Can't be mad at that, but at the same time, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Because, like, you took advantage of me in my lowest.
Yeah.
Little shit. I was like, yo, because it's like, I get something, it's like, your phone has been restored. Like, I didn't restore shit.
Word.
So I was like, then I looked, I'm like, oh, alright.
Now she's like, oh, alright.
I'm like, alright, yo.
I see how it goes.
This
what
little
happens?
kid want to play with me. Alright.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn. I thought there weren't people watching me, but I guess there were.
That's
They
what
all
happens. They just pop in, pop out. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
It's like, are you really watching me or no? So that whole time I was like, ain't nobody watching. Yo. I can say it I won't. I said what I want. I say what I want.
And that's when they pop up like, oh wait, what you said?
But again, yo, we're about to get started in a minute, but you can find us also on What's the Word spelled WHATS.
Wait,
GA.
WATS.
WATS?
Yes. W.
So how come it's spelled differently on all these different things?
What?
Anyways, whatever.
Okay,
It's
okay.
Wats, WATSGAWU. I can't talk today. RD at BostonFreeRadio.com. And if you didn't get that, rewind it and start over. And you'll find it again.
How right that is, but okay.
Look,
Let me see if we can.
BostonFreeRadio.com. And now he's unsure himself.
Right, okay.
Oh, you got the other cameras too. I forgot about that.
I'm trying to get that.
Oh boy, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Cameras make you. Just so you know, fun fact, I'm really not just fat. It's just adding 20 pounds to my face right now.
Really? Come on.
Oh shit. Oops. Sorry.
Where do I have to really go to? I did all that on Firefox. I gotta go to Chrome. That's some garbage.
What do we mean we have a low network connection?
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi is weak.
Okay, so should I get off of Wi-Fi? What's up? Sorry, my connection was low because I guess the Wi-Fi here sucks. So it said low network connection. And that's probably why I thought nobody was watching me when they really were.
Like, yay.
Oh, you guys see it?
I think so. I hope so. I'm like, yay.
It's Yvette. She's
Yay.
here. She made it, yay.
Exactly. Let me get out of your way.
I'm gonna take you.
No, you can say it right
No,
there.
she is going to fix everything.
Exactly.
What's up?
Exactly.
No problem.
Okay. I'm logged in on Facebook.
We're not live.
No,
not yet.
just
You
my
can log
Facebook
me
Live.
out. You can log me out, you can log in, or you can go live from what's the word from there. I don't even know.
Is this you? This is
Yes.
no.
That's why I
this is
said-
Byron.
Really?
Yeah, this is Byron.
Okay. I don't know how.
I was like you're friends with him.
No,
I know.
I don't know, because it said I was on Firefox, and it was like, no, you have to be on Chrome.
Yeah. Let me close this.
Yeah, they should
Oh,
redo
beautiful
that.
picture. Okay.
I know, I was looking at that too.
Facebook. We're going here to Chrome. Open Chrome.
I know this is the last song that I have set up.
Okay.
I can look at
No. We do not play R. Kelly,
No, she was looking for something.
but do we play R. Kelly?
Why
She
not?
wanted some- she
I
wanted
was-
some,
Which
I was gonna say play Bump and Grind.
Is it on here?
Reason
no,
being,
Bump and Grind's not on there.
Oh, okay. Oh, there are a bunch of junk.
Yeah, some weak R. Kelly songs. I don't know.
well, I mean, because we put the really
Yeah,
other
you can find
R.
it
Kelly
on the
songs,
Mac.
the other R. Kelly songs, you know, they a little, you
Are
know.
we going to talk about R. Kelly?
Well,
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
what
gonna
she
say
wanted.
basically, you know, he's a bit of a pig, and he should be castrated. And
Oh, you already played Jill?
Yes, a couple times, obviously.
Okay,
You can play it
Fantasia.
again.
I said Fantasia. You have. You're right here, Tupac.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then I'm here at Facebook.
You need to plug
I'm
in.
gonna go to what's the word? You excited about the video shoot?
yeah,
Wow.
I am. I forgot. I didn't even bring my damn. I should have brought my charger. Oh well.
We'll have to put the Burger King cup down.
All right.
Now,
She already shot the Burger King out.
Oh.
He says, oh, like that.
What, advertising? Sure, said you had it under the table.
I put it right over here. I wouldn't want you to put it on the floor.
It's okay. She got some pipes on her though.
I saw a video of her that she had her mother singing in the background. She was filming. Her mother didn't know.
Oh yeah, I saw that one recently.
Yeah, talk about her mother can sing.
Is that me? Sorry.
Who's that? That's you?
Yeah, it's definitely, but she has the happy ringtones.
Oh, okay. She is.
Yep.
Okay, now I wonder if you're friends with us on. Is it? No, it's Nicole. See, are you?
Right there.
There you are. But are you gonna do one for Miss Styles?
I have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
At MSTY. Right there.
Okay. You want me? Which one do you want me to use?
Use themselves. That way I don't have people stalking my government.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I just see.
Like Nicole Nigaghosen. It's like, yeah, that chick.
I mean, I have to make my other account like.
I'm trying to merge my
Oh, you have two different emails?
I'm trying to merge my old Facebook account into my fan page, and I was told that you could, but I tried so far, and I don't think that you can. I know you can merge two Facebook pages, but you cannot merge, I don't think, a Facebook into a fan page.
Oh, probably not.
Which would be nice if I could. Because I got like 5,000 friends on that particular Facebook page.
Really?
Yeah. And I have like almost 5,000 on this one. But I'm not making a third Facebook page. It's just not happening. Like,
Well,
but you know, I will say,
you have
as of
to
lately,
tag
I've noticed, like, you know, like, I seem like I have, like, less people, like, people, I don't know if people have deleted me or if, like, Mark Zuckerberg's actually doing his job and, like, getting rid of all the fake pages, but,
Creepy.
but basically, I'm just not making a third page, so I'm just like, let them keep deleting me. That's fine. You know what I mean?
Y'all ready to go live? You okay
Yeah.
to go live?
I mean, technically I already am, but we're about to be live.
Jono, you're not over here with us.
Yeah, Jono. Yeah, Jono. Yes.
Of course we want you to be seen.
Part of the family.
This is all natural. Of course we want you to be seen. Welcome to What's the Word Radio. They've been on live for a few minutes, about 20 minutes. Jono's in the house and the newest member of our team is Styles.
M Styles. Woo!
M Styles. Oops. Okay, that was all on Facebook.
I know I've been hearing somebody cheering. I'm like, damn,
Here we
thanks.
go. Here we go.
Yo, good
Here we
looks.
go.
You know, I'm happy y'all got me here. Y'all are cheering for me.
Yeah.
They were cheering for Fantasia, but
No.
it's all good. But
You can claim
I'll
that.
take
You
the
can
round
claim
of
that.
applause. But
What?
yeah,
That's you.
thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Once again, we are What's the Word right here on Boston Free Radio every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. You got Jono in the house, Yvette, and our newest member of the team, you have M Styles.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? You're going to bring some flavor to the gravy. So gravy, shout
I'm gonna
out.
stir the pot. I'm gonna stir the pot, kid.
That's right.
She
That's
already
right.
been stirring.
We already
It's
been
just-
stirring and we're like, are we playing R. Kelly or what?
I wanted them to play Bump and Grind just because, like, if you like,
I mean,
and I brought this
yeah,
up on
that's
the
it.
Moment Radio too.
Okay.
Like, I mean, if you all won't, because I'm a vocalist, I'll sing it. But my mind's telling me no, but my body is telling me yes, baby.
Well.
That's all I gotta say. You just heard what I just sang. That's all I gotta say. Okay.
I don't wanna hurt
Okay,
nobody.
I don't want to hurt nobody. Like, really? He don't? I'm wondering because that's not what them videotapes showed. He was
Oh, I did not watch the videotape. You gotta.
I mean, I didn't neither, but I know it. You know, it definitely consisted of a urinal that was a human. So
Something that
you know-
I heard was if you actually watch them tapes, that the government may be coming for you, like you were watching child pornography.
Yeah.
That ain't cool. That ain't cool.
You know, actually, my son's school, when he was in high school, I guess two girls had gotten into a argument at school or whatever, and I guess one of the girls decided to send naked pictures that she got from a boyfriend or whatever to everybody in the class.
Ooh.
So next thing you know, my son's getting called down. I mean, I walked to a police station. There's like 15 parents there. They confiscated all of their phones because they said because the girl was under the age of 18, that therefore they all possessed child pornography.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And basically, they try to confiscate all of the kids' phones.
Just
And-
taking their phones?
Taking their phone. And I said, hell no, I still owe money to T-Mobile on that damn phone. I said, what we going to do is we going to wipe this phone here in front of you, and I'm going to take the phone home.
Right.
Because otherwise I'm going to be billing this girl's mother. You know what I'm saying? Because it was not going down like that. But yes, even kids nowadays, if, you know, they sending little pictures to their booze and stuff like that, yeah, that is child pornography. Even if it's two 16-year-olds, it's child pornography. Because you never know whose hands they could get into.
True. People jacking phones or just being in the same location, people could be going through whatever you may have going on. And it's like, yeah, check your phones, delete everything that isn't appropriate. That's how we'll say
Well,
that
I mean,
isn't appropriate.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, if you're going to have inappropriate stuff in your phone, people, put it in a different folder. Don't put it in your all pictures. Because, like, I don't want to be looking over at your phone and see your junk.
True.
Or I don't want to see what your man's junk looks like. Or so on and so forth. Or, you know, whatever. Just keep all that to yourself.
So are we going to actually give R. Kelly, like, radio play and listen to that song
I got
and
it
what
pulled
he's
up.
actually saying?
I mean, yeah, let's play it. Let's play it.
Okay.
I mean, not even for nothing, just looking at the video. I mean, he gyrating like he about to get it in. I remember when we were younger too, girls used to always think that R. Kelly was so fine, and I thought he was ugly as hell. Yvette don't agree.
It's a live performance?
Yeah.
I'm so mad. Someone like me.
You're supposed to be co-signing the song. If you need someone, you won't be like him?
No.
Okay.
Someone
You might want to
like
start
me.
singing the song.
Someone like me. If you need someone like me.
But it's his song. It's his words.
I see something wrong.
I see something wrong.
Right.
I think it might have been the remix or something.
What?
This one.
It says the video. How long ago did he create this?
1991 or 92.
No.
Yeah.
Yep. This song came out when I was 12 years old.
Really?
Yep.
You said 91,
This song.
92?
Yep. I remember because I bought the album.
You was buying albums?
I bought the album, and I'll never forget hearing the song 12 Play, which is
Yeah, that was the album.
Uh-oh.
12.
yes. Now there was a song called 12
Oh, sorry. Got me pushing buttons here.
and the song was very sexually explicit.
I didn't
Was it
really,
R. Kelly?
I didn't even
Yeah,
really
it's
like
called
12
Play.
like that.
Nah,
I mean,
but-
the album was.
I mean, me as a young girl being 12, listening to that, I even blushed.
What was it?
You know what I'm
12
saying?
play? 12 play?
It was called
Yeah.
12 Play.
that
12
was-
play.
12
Do
Play
you
was the
mind if I
album.
give
Oh.
you some light?
Boy, see,
12
to
Play.
me that wasn't the jam on that album, but that album was full of jam.
And, listen, it was, but man, I should have knew that man was
Yeah.
he was 12 playing all right.
Yeah. That was on some.
If you see what's the 12 Play
Okay.
lyrics, you should
We
play
should-
that
we'll play
one so
this
you
one.
can read.
Yeah.
Woo! Talking about coming into his
Okay,
room of
let's-
fun.
John, are you watching?
Oh, I don't need to see.
Let's count how many girls in the audience is 12.
Wow. Oh, because this was even back then. Yeah. Oh, man.
Wow, they do look kind of young in that audience. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
man. Well, you said you was 12. Would you?
Do they
have
not
gone-
look young in the audience?
Would you have gone to that concert, or would the kids nowadays are going to the?
I mean, like I
Backstreet
said,
Boys?
my homegirls loved themselves some R. Kelly back. I mean, R. Kelly was okay for me.
Here
I
we
was
go.
more of a Keith Sweat person.
I
go.
know. Yes.
We just listened to R. Kelly, Bump and Grind, and we actually watched the video. And we'll talk about the video. I mean, when we sit back and, especially knowing what has gone on during the week, past month with R. Kelly, you look back and you look at some of this music, and as you were saying, themselves that, some of the young women in the audience were young. I remember going to those concerts in my younger days, right?
Really?
And and we were all excited about those concerts, and I mean, even if the audience members were young, for me, this whole issue is some of the things I hear about the parents knowing. That's where I kind of have some issues. R. Kelly. It's sad that this man has been doing these things all these years, and it's sad that people have been speaking up and no one has listened to them. That's the issue. Where's that flaw? What's going on? And I just, I think it'd be a good thing just to make us all stronger as a community to really talk about if we see those kind of things happening, what really should we do? We know what our parents and grandparents used to do, but what should we really do? Oh man, you gonna turn the camera on me?
Talk about if I gotta be in the shots. Exactly. If I'm in there, so shit.
Okay, so what as a community?
Well, it's hard to say what we could do as a community because nobody ever knew, that R. Kelly was. We had our inklings with the whole Aaliyah thing, but as a community, you don't really know what goes on in a household. You know what I mean? Like in their household, and back then also too, people stayed out of people's business, and you dealt with your own children accordingly. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but some of these people's children, they wanted to get them into music, quote unquote.
Right.
Now, the second some artists, some major record label artists is saying that they want my minor child to stay the night or my minor child to be alone with them, I don't care who they are. I don't care.
Right.
Because just because you're a multi-million-dollar, record label artist does not mean you cannot be a pedophile.
True indeed. See, for me, it goes beyond just them allowing their children to be there, because some people not just allowed, but you saw the kids at the concert type thing, mothers or people saying, yeah, it's okay, go ahead, go to the concert, it's okay, you're living there, we don't need to hear from you for months, and then after 3 months get upset and want to try to do something. But if the quote child or young adult at that point wants to make up their own mind, to me, that's where I see something wrong.
That's like saying, oh yeah, little Jenny's fine, R. Kelly's watching her right now. She's over R. Kelly's house having cookie and milk.
I'm glad you said milk and cookies.
Oh no, I shouldn't have said that.
Milk and cookies.
I'm sorry. That wasn't even meant to come out. But he was having cookies and milk. I'm just saying.
Good Lord. Yeah. Especially with the youngins. It would have been one thing if it was I don't want to say 30-year-old plus or women more so his age. But he was definitely, the fact that he was taking advantage. Clear cut, he was taking advantage. You can't put it no other way. Whether they were young, whether they were thinking they were about to get some type of record deal or get special treatment or whatever the case may be, to me, that don't matter. He was taking advantage.
Oh, he totally was using his, the fact that he was a star to his advantage.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, there be some ugly looking men that are famous artists, and they can get all types of females.
Why are people Seal? Remember Scarface Seal? Yeah, Yvette remembers Seal.
I don't.
I used to
thought
sing
he
that
got
song replay.
Hold on, it was a scar. I thought he got burned or something.
Yeah. You know who I mean, though.
Okay, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he got in a fight.
Nah, I just called him Scarface because his face was just.
You called him Scarface.
Sorry, but not really. At the same time, that's how I knew him. But yes.
I mean, but you know what too though? I mean, honestly, not to kind of stay on the R. Kelly thing, but to kind of get off it. Look at Elvis Presley.
I was waiting. Yeah.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Priscilla was like, I think
14 or
yeah, like she was definitely a lot younger than he was.
Yep.
Who else? There was
They say Jay-Z, but he technically waited till Beyonce was over the age of 18.
probably like a day over, cause she was, cause she was,
just 10 years older than her or something like that, right?
yeah.
Is it 10?
I thought it was just 10.
But see, the
thought
thing
it
is
was
with
more.
R. Kelly is though, R. Kelly's getting older and older. He's
Yeah.
still staying with the same age group.
Yeah. He's still getting... how little girls still... How do they even know about R. Kelly? Like, what has he put
That's
out
what I'm saying.
in the past?
You know, it's all about getting ahead, right? So they feel like this is the path. They feel like this is what I'm going to do in order to get ahead. You know? And so that's why I'm saying, you know, growing up, there was a community, whether it was the family, whether it was the neighbors who maybe saw what you were doing. There were other things like kids were getting together and playing and doing
True.
things. And, you know, right now, especially in the Somerville area, you know, look, we lost our Boys and Girls Club during the winter.
No way.
Yeah, the Boys
Yeah.
and Girls Club that was down the street, you know, that's not there anymore.
That's gone.
So it's like, what kind of activities do we
They
have?
shut it down.
They-
Tore it down.
They made condos.
Wow, that's you know that Somerville Boys and Girls Club actually. When I was growing up, was a safe haven for a lot of kids.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of kids that I knew, because I lived in Somerville for a while. I lived in Winter Hill. I lived in the foster home, was Estate. So it wasn't easy to live out in Somerville, no. But, you know, it was hard, you know, all around, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good safe haven to leave school and be able to go there. And now you know, they just keep taking all these things away from these kids, and then they wonder why the crime rate is so high.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome to you too.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. This is it's your debut. I need some lotion. Number one.
It's my debut. I need some lotion.
No, that was two separate things. Nah, I need some lotion. This is your debut, right? On
Yes.
the show. Yeah. I'm talking about trash. What's up? It's Jay Spriggs. How y'all doing? I just bum rushed in. What's up? You good? Okay.
We good.
All right.
So you two may want to move a little bit over to your right so that we can get you in this camera
That
view.
frame?
No.
Oh, me?
You're good.
Yeah, Jay.
Jay and
Yeah, to the left.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I'll move.
oh. Let's see. Which one is that?
What are we talking about?
Well, we started out by talking about R. Kelly and talking about how can the community be involved with building safe havens for, not safe havens, but how can the community be involved with being aware and like if you notice something, how do you communicate this to someone else? Things are not the same as when we were growing up where maybe our parents, our cousins, our family members, grandmothers, everybody knew everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you got home, they knew the story. And you better come correct when you started repeating that story.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
And so what do we do nowadays? You know, this whole thing with R. Kelly, people saw stuff going on. I mean, this is like a repeat of the whole thing with Michael Jackson, right? People saw stuff going on. But when do we stop? When do we speak up? And how do we? How do
Mike ain't
people
do
want to
that.
hear it? Huh?
I said Mike ain't do nothing.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
my
to say
man
Mike
Jono
did
said
anything,
Mike
but
can't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying everybody
I'm sure
keeps
he
saying
does.
it. Well, then if everybody keeps saying it, why didn't you speak up then?
True.
You know, why are we waiting to now? Okay. Oh, that's where I was. So, what are we supposed to do?
What's up?
How
How
do
you doing?
people hear one another nowadays? How are people being receptive of of providing assistance. You know, it's not being nosy. It's not being nosy, but it's like, hey, I saw your kid down the street.
I actually, and this is good, and maybe I was, what's that word? Kind of just, I can't think of the word, but basically I'm going to tell you the story. So I've been seeing this car that's been driving around the perimeter from where my daughter's, where we live to my daughter's school. He drives a Chevy Caprice, and he's a fat Caucasian white man, and he drives a 1980 Chevy Caprice, and I hate to say it, he looks like a child molester. And I keep seeing him driving around the school perimeter. And
around the school.
yeah, the school perimeter from like where we live to where the middle school is.
That's terrible.
So, and I keep seeing him every morning and every dismissal. So it kind of makes me, and like the child molester, like looking vehicle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
he needs some help. 'Cause people are making up stories about him while he's just driving around trying to do his thing.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I called the school and I said, look, there's this fat, bald, white guy.
So let's
I'm not even gonna lie.
So fat, bald, white guys are the
Yeah, Josh, 1980.
Or is R. Kelly the face of child molestation? That's a good
Look,
question.
anybody could be.
Really
So
though?
it's whoever, right?
Jay just loves giving me.
No, I'm just asking questions. I want to roll, but sometimes I don't.
No,
wanna,
but you know what though? You have like Yvette was just saying though. See something, say something. Like say for instance, one of these kids walked home, and that fat, bald white guy then picked up one of them kids in his Chevy Caprice, and they find him over at Spy Pond. Now I seen something, but I didn't say something.
Exactly.
Well, that's a sticky. I think that's kind of sticky.
And it was
'Cause you
sticky
know what
for
it
me
is?
to make the call.
Well, to make the call, right? Only thing I say why I would be against that is because there's no picture of like the face of the face of evil has no there's no picture no more like it used to have like you said, the fat old white guy balding, no kids in the car, like that could
And
be,
that was the thing
that
too.
can be child molestation, but then also the bald-headed black guy with the beard and the glasses and the chains and the thing, that's like child molestation too,
I thought
right?
that was Mr. T.
No, because that's R. Kelly, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
whatever
didn't
it
notice
is.
it until you said
You know
it.
what I'm
Like,
saying? So
oh,
that's two totally different guys. So like while we're looking at, this is my beef, right? It's like this. While we're looking at the fat, bald-headed, whatever, fat,
white
nasty-looking white dude, it's the R. Kelly guy that's doing the molestation, and you're not looking at him. You know what I mean? So that just always makes it a little
But
weird
then
when you
that
try to
could
use
go-
people's appearances.
But then that could also go with, if we wanted, this could get flipped around into a million different ways. Just like we just talking about the fat, bald, white guy, then we could also go and say, well, every time there's a blue man in a uniform, he's always stopping a young black man. So it's like...
So that's why I said appearances is kind of hard.
Yeah,
It's hard
and
it's
I was
hard
trying
do
to
it-
find that word.
Right, it's hard to do it off appearances because you don't know by just looking at people like the prejudice, because that's what black people face, right? The same thing as you said you wanted to the guy circled around, he didn't do anything. You just didn't like how he looked. And that's the same thing as you being black. That's you being black. But that's your opinion, negative vibe. But
It just was a
he wasn't
perimeter,
giving
like,
up-
because, like, I would drop my daughter off at school, and then I would be going home to come back to the house, and he would be coming around that same block.
'Cause
And
I'm sure
it's like,
that's-
what is he doing every morning going around the block like that?
So I'm sure there's several people that be like, doing that thing. Like, driving, right? But say like he was walking. Some people exercise, you know what I mean? You might see them running around, or some people do errands, or like,
He was exercising in his car?
who knows?
Well,
I mean,
no,
this
that
is the
was
thing.
my question. He could have had a
Look
kid.
he could also be making runs, right? You don't
wow.
know. He could be doing Uber Eats or whatever it is, just circling the block, getting. He could be doing Uber.
I
That could
think
be
you
his
just
area.
love
I'm
because
just
he got that smile on his face like you would have bust out laughing.
No. I'm just trying to bring it to light, because you know what? That's what happens to black people when they're trying to chill. And white people see you in the area and they're like, what is he doing? He's black. He's like, he got a hoodie on. He don't look right. But I'm like, what doesn't look right? Him being black with the hoodie, or because he's not doing anything wrong? You know what I mean? So the same thing as the the white balding guy, like he's not doing anything wrong, so it's hard to like point the finger at people by just like a visual. You know what I mean?
Well, but that's what I was saying before though. That's why I was torn between calling or not calling. But the thing was like I said, if I see something and then don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if something happened to somebody's kid and I'm like, damn, and I didn't say nothing.
Like, oh,
So
I
what do you
seen
think?
him already.
So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't know really what to do.
Me neither.
How did
I'm
you-
always confused. I'm always confused. Like, yo, I'm always
jump the gun on nothing.
absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
I see how I just brought that whole scenario up. I'm always confused because one thing I try to do is I try to, treat people like how I want to be treated. But then at the end of the day, everybody ain't me. You know what I mean? So just because I know I ain't doing nothing, that don't mean that person ain't doing nothing. So when do you pull somebody's card? Like,
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
the time to pull somebody's card? Nobody. I mean, I guess you just gotta go on instinct. I'm really cool with pulling with 100% pulling cards all day long. Like, don't skip nobody.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? The problem with pulling cards is you can't like pick and
Select
choose.
which
Like
one you want
you
to
can't be
pick.
selective.
Like,
You gotta pull everybody's
Everybody's
card all
card.
day. Like every time you see somebody doing something like weird, you like, yo, what you doing? What you doing? Like everybody, the white dude, the black dude, just everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Or you gotta fully mind your business all the way and don't say shit about nothing.
That's
That's
the
a
easy
dilemma.
way. That's
So that's the sucker's way out. Go ahead, Yvette. What's up? We got something going on?
Oh, no.
No, I was
just
saying
telling
that's
you
the
to get
easy way to
get
do
a
it.
mic.
Yeah,
to
John,
actually-
get on the mic, brother.
Oh, my
There you
fault.
go.
To-
Take this man's mic.
to actually just not say nothing. That's the easy way out. To be like, let me act like I didn't see that.
Right.
But at the same time, Yvette was saying back in the day, everyone knew everyone.
Yep.
You know, the parents were connected. You see somebody else, they calling your mama like,
And I'm
yo,
gonna be-
why is he over here? Type stuff.
I'm gonna be honest too. Not saying that's not the easy way out. Not saying nothing. That's kind of like one of the hardest things for people to do, is not say something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you were trying to say something. No, take the mic.
No, I was,
Hey,
I
King,
was
you got something to
basically
say?
like, it's hard to like judge. Just like you said, just like seeing somebody out in the blue, and you're just trying to stereotypically put somebody in a box where he looks like X, Y, Z. Like, you definitely can't do that in 2019, and you should never be able to do that. You know what I mean? But how we were raised and how life is, people just do it off of the strength, because.
But the problem is we're trying to say when to do it though, because there is a
Right.
time that you gotta blow the whistle on people. So you see somebody looking sketchy,
Yeah.
That's
you're
what I
trying
was-
to solve the crime like Minority Report, right? So you see somebody, you're like, oh my God, if I don't say something, something bad might happen. Do you say something?
But that's the whole thing. Usually, like, if it's something that's blatantly there and you know that somebody did something wrong, depending on the person's stature and how they are, they kind of get treated differently. It's a difference between if R. Kelly was all smelly and he went to McDonald's and worked at McDonald's for
Yeah.
X, Y, Z years, he would have been in jail. He would have never got past a certain, like he would have had to been a hell of a, like those Jeffrey Dahmer type of people where they're just so into what they're doing that nobody's paying attention to them. They look normal, but if you peel everything back, you're like, damn, I didn't know you killed that many people. You know what I mean? R. Kelly, the kind of person where he was, like, his music's good, and people, they put him on the pedestal. So if you put somebody up there, you're reluctant to kind of check somebody or put somebody in their place because you just feel a certain way. You're
It's
like,
kind of hard.
you don't-
And he hasn't been the only artist to do things.
Exactly.
Right, see, we're talking about artists. See, now we're talking about something else, because it's different when you're talking about someone in the street.
Well, that's the whole thing. Not even necessarily just artists. Even like millions and billionaire people get caught up in stuff. And
Oh,
they don't-
all the time.
They never see half the stuff that we do. Like the things that we do in the hood, the minor things. It goes on a record. It follows us throughout everything. You know what I mean? But if you got a certain amount of money, and your kid does something goofy in college, and you got millions of dollars, you can get that expunged, and nobody won't know. You know what I mean? That your kid was a rapist.
But we still back to talking about trying to protect. We're trying to protect people, right?
I know you got to stop protecting people who you holding like tyrant. Like,
you said stop protecting those people.
Stop putting yourself in a position where you're protecting the R. Kellys and the Michael Jacksons of the world.
And you think that'll be like the trickle down effect that would stop people from thinking that they can get away with doing things like that, like molesting. Because people been molesting before I came around. Like what I'm saying, I heard about molesting like early. When I was like, what I'm saying, when I was a kid, like that's always been something in the air, like people being touched like inappropriate, like
it's not
as far
just
as
money
children.
too. It's not just money. It's any type of power. It's any type of power that you get. If somebody, if a kid respects you and they look up to you, they're not gonna question you. Because they don't know how to question. You know what I mean? They don't know how to. They don't know how to be like, is that wrong? Is that right?
So I think the answer to the original question is I don't. Well, what I was gonna try to say is I don't think you can attack the trying to get the molesters out of here is gonna be too much of a task for you because you're gonna get a lot of it wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you don't want to look stupid for saying like somebody is, and then they say they don't. Now the next person is gonna be like, oh, you're accusing. Yeah. And it gets, so what I'm saying is you gotta. The only way to really save them is you have to have a relationship with children from the jump. Like they gotta be told like he just brought up a big thing like. Kids are so impressionable that they look up to people. So someone with like some power can take advantage of a kid. A kid should never look up to somebody and give them that type of power to take advantage of them over their parents, number one. Like if it's your parents, then you shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? If your mother or your father is abusing you, you know what I mean? But anybody outside of your mother and your father, it's up to the parents to like really not have your children looking up to like false like idols. You know what I mean?
That's nice, Jay. That's a real nice segue as far as we're talking about how do we keep our community safe, how do we share that information, how are people receptive of this information, right? But in the big picture, it's all about that communication with our young people, our children. Because for me, seeing that car driving around, I think I would go into the school because I feel, as a mom, knowing that I want to make sure I say something just in case somebody else has been saying something, and now the teachers can say, you know what? Wow, you're about the fourth parent that said something.
Well, and that's what I said. I didn't say it like, hey, yo, you got some fat white guy with a Chevy Caprice come around, No, it was like more or less, look, I'm seeing this car always around dismissal and always around arrival.
And never getting a kid.
And
no kid
there's no kid.
Yeah.
This is what he looks like. This is what his car. It's suspicious. I don't want to say that he is or isn't, but it don't look right. Maybe y'all should keep a lookout.
Yeah. Well, I think really too. The next thing too is back to policing ourselves, policing our own community. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to go tell the police. You know what I mean? Because then it turns into some kind of like this. It could be litigation. It's it's legal. They people have rights or no rights. But what we really have to do is we should be able to call like say me. Say I have Dorchester and me, Keith, Jono. You know what I'm saying? We got like our two-way little radios, and we could call like a 4-man drop squad to go like run down on dude. And just piece of Henry Parker out there, and we could run down on dude. I think that's better than calling the police, but that's more like you get what I'm saying? Like we need like if someone bothers you,
almost a
like vigilante. Yeah, that's what I'm. No, not like it. Yes, vigilante. Like more like if someone bothered you, you didn't dial 911 first. Right. And you didn't run into the police office first. You went home and you got somebody first, right? We got to go, like, home and get some... We should be able to get some people, because I think that is the biggest deterrent. When people think they're gonna get their ass kicked, like for real, the vibes be so cool. You know what I'm saying? Why the vibes is so crazy nowadays? Because people don't be getting their ass kicked. So everybody be all over the place, talking crazy, saying crazy, just doing whatever. But back when somebody would like press up, you get choked,
And you throw the
or you
ones,
get smacked in public, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. The vibes was more
But
like
see,
genuine.
then that's when bitches came along. Oops, excuse me. But those people came along, and you know they started calling, you know, the police, and you know, like self-policing became a thing of the past after like the late '90s because. Self-policing, the community became a thing of the past because then we got this new thing called snitches and old thing, but like in other words, for instance, like back in the day when things would happen and we in the neighborhood would handle it how it needed. We felt as if it needed to be how
we got to get back to that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yes. Because I think that it was more effective that way.
Oh, it's definitely more effective.
And I think more unity, like, you know, like, back in the day when I was growing up, I grew up in Cambridge, we used to have, like, you know, the neighborhood cookouts and stuff. Oh. And that's a lot how the families get to know each other and, you know, watching out for each other's kids and making sure that they're safe, or if they see something they thought it was kind of funny, you know, or, you know, or somebody messed around somebody's kid or whatever.
You know who's there and why they're there, all that.
Like,
and nowadays people don't care.
Well, police can't be the only sign of strength. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. You know, like at the last, when you want to show a sign of force in the community, as far as like, you know, someone correcting somebody,
right?
You know, you call the police as the ultimate sign of
desperation.
Like, that's like the ultimate sign. But it gotta not be. We're going to people who don't really rock with us like that. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it a little twisted.
I know what you mean.
So we gotta have like but then the problem is it's so little stand up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Not enough
males,
people.
and I say males just for the strength part. Mm-hmm. Just for the strength part. There's nothing else but just the strength part.
Parents in general. Just somebody who's able to know, like, inside the household. They're holding it down.
Because the fathers were gone, so then we were able to, like, lean on the uncles. But then they got the uncles out of here, too. Mm-hmm. So they got the fathers and the uncles out of here. So now it's all brothers and cousins that's left here, you know what I'm saying, to fend for ourselves. But we gotta start looking down and coming together and helping out.
Something I was thinking, I think it was New York had, I don't know what it was called, like guardian angels or something. Yeah. Like just people who basically rode the trains, whatever, walk the streets, you know?
Making sure people were safe.
Yeah.
It'd be nice that if we had a community,
something like that.
Wouldn't it be really nice if we had like a number to call where, no, seriously, you know what I'm saying, where some brothers, like somebody pick up the phone and you'd be like, yo, you know, there's a guy that's going around here. Can you just send a couple of brothers out here just to like look around, just to peep it, and just to maybe even step to dude and just ask him a question real quick, because it's not, you know, you can ask me anything when I'm not doing it. If I'm not doing nothing wrong, you can ask me anything.
Exactly.
That's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what you doing? And I'll be like, oh, you know, or I'll hit you with some aggression or whatever it is.
Exactly.
But we'll get to the root. We'll get to the root of the problem easy. But we don't have that. It's the same way as like we need just black everything. We need black everything. We just need black everything because that's the only. You know what I'm saying? Just like Uber. Like Uber's dope, right? I just took my first Uber.
Really?
The other day, you know what I'm saying?
My first Uber
I did, and it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's environmentally safe too.
Yo, that shit's dope. Uber's dope, right? But then it made me be like, damn, we need like black Uber. Not that you put a color on everything, but there's like a lifestyle and a culture of the way that we like move. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to keep it all to myself, but I'm like, nah, I throw it out in the air. But I'm like, yo, where's the black people that's coming up with an app? Because we can do that. What they're doing.
Well, they had the Black Pages, which was all African American owned businesses. It was like a phone book.
Yeah.
And
you would need the app. Like all Uber is an app, and it's like hooked up to like Google Maps. So however you know the navigation part of it. Yeah. But I'm like, yo, wouldn't it be dope if we had like our own You know,
Well, if you think
that ain't nothing but a car
Uber
service.
blacks.
Yeah, that
you
ain't
should
nothing.
not put. This is a good idea. You might want to.
I was gonna do that, but I was like, you know what? Let me throw it out there because I would rather ride in it. I don't want to take 10 years to get off top when somebody might be younger than
Yeah,
me. Someone
better-
might be
yeah,
22,
entrepreneur.
21 years old. Somebody might be 17, seeing this and being like, oh, Black Uber. Because I was thinking the other day, my Uber driver, he was mad cool. He was an Asian dude. Car was cool, you know, the drive was real cool, and I was like, damn, the only thing that can make this crazy is if, like, if I could blaze up in here real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing, like,
bump it, you know,
or, you know, like you order,
system,
like you
right?
ordered a certain music, you know, when he pulls up, it got like a certain music playing. These are all the things I'm saying that, you know, we could do. I wouldn't give this to someone else, but I was like, that's our code. It's like the way we move. It's not to be exploited, but it is the way we move. Like, we like a certain type of music bumping in the whip.
There's a certain
And some
feel.
people like, and look at some of my friends, like, they like smoking Newports. Some of my friends, they like smoking weed. That's your personal vehicle. They're making weed legal. They got vaping pens. They got all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking of all that. But then I'm like, the first thing this has to be, though, it has to be black owned, though. You know what I mean? And how do you make that? You know, that's what I keep bringing everything back to. It's like, I think everything will be all right as long as we just start taking care of ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to call. When you saw that dude, we should have been, after you give the heads up to the school that there was a guy circling the school or whatever, you should be able to give heads up to, like, whatever that the brother
Dudes
connection.
in the neighborhood.
Dudes
Yeah.
that's what it's called. Dudes in the neighborhood. DIT.
Dudes in the hood.
Yeah,
Dudes in the hood.
Yo.
Diff.
Exactly.
Diff. Call the Diff Boys. Dudes in the hood. And they're gonna, like, dudes in the hood. Like, some dudes are gonna come. Because I've never been nervous about police. I've been nervous about dudes, though. Like, a whole bunch of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, shit.
Like,
It's a bunch of dudes.
like
I say a bunch
freedom.
of police. I don't ever be like fully. Fuck these, because I know they're not like that. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying. But I know a lot of police, like a lot of what you call it, state jobs, union jobs, like government jobs.
Yeah.
They're not the smartest people.
People just get.
They know someone who knows somebody who knows somebody else.
They're not the
They get
strongest
passed
people.
on,
They're not the smartest people. They're not the most people with the most heart. They're kind of like the bottom. You know, they got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, are those the type of people that you want to go to when there's action? Like, if there's an issue, are you trying to go to the person who's like not that
Not at all. Not at all.
intelligent, not that hard? Yeah, don't got the type of cognitive skills to like decipher what's going on, like those comprehensive
That's
skills.
what's
They're
honestly
bad
going
people
on.
person.
That's what's going on. Like, people are just seeing stuff and they're just misreading and misjudging it. Some people are going overboard with stuff. I mean, the thing that happened in New Zealand, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shooting
it
up the mosque.
The mosque,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? But the way he did it on some old, he had body camera and he wanted to be, he wanted
Famous?
people to see that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
people want to see stuff like that and carnage and people being hurt. Like, I kind of like, I shun that, you know what I mean? Because that's real, like, that's like the devil's work, you know what I mean? But
You know what? But at the same time, though, man, I be that's the same thing as that whatever that live show is. We be watching people get like backed over by cars and hit by, you know, it's on the internet. Y'all never watched that?
No.
You know, you watch it. You put
That's
me onto it. You talking
That's-
shit. You
no,
put
but
me
that's
onto
what
that.
I'm saying.
What's the name of that show? That station?
live leak.
Live Leak.
But that's not
Live
what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
And you watching people die like in your face. You know how desensitized that will
Yeah.
make people.
Yeah.
Like when we was growing up, they had Faces of Death, right? I'm dating myself, right? But it's Faces of Death back when VCRs was out and shit, right? Bro, the internet wasn't out,
Right.
and I never seen nobody die. I never seen nobody die like in my face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until the shit happened in real life. You know what I'm saying? In real life, and then like it was years later until I kind of really seen that on television. Like I was able to click on something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even when we was growing up, like cartoons, right? You never seen nobody get like, they be doing a lot of shooting. Nobody got
Yeah,
touched though.
no
Nobody
got
ever
hit.
get popped. There's a lot of
18.
things, whatever. Nobody ever died. Like Optimus Prime was like the first person to ever like die, or one of those dudes was like the first person to die. And I remember like this shit was a landmark thing of where we was going with society, because cartoons never died until that point. And then, oh shit, a cartoon just died.
Yeah.
Now, let's keep it going. You start seeing multiple people dying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, G.I. Joe took it, and you start seeing, you know what I'm saying? And then you fast forward, now you go into the sitcoms and all of that stuff. You've never seen none of them die either. Like, James from Good Times died. They killed him off, you know what I'm saying? There's some violence. But, like, it was rare that you seen people like that. But now when you're seeing that, the media is, you know, dying and getting killed is, like, the norm. Like, as far as once you see it in cartoons,
We're desensitized.
it's on. You know what I'm saying? I remember there was a cartoon back in the days, and I was like, you know, something happened, you know what I mean? And it was, like, mad traumatized. Like, my little cousin was all, like, traumatized, crying, you know what I'm saying? We never seen death in our face. Now you see death all the time. So why wouldn't somebody put on some body cameras and some, you know, get some guns and film it, because it's part of life. Like, if you've been living, especially if you're like 20 years old, the past 20 years, that's all you've seen is death and destruction.
Yeah, funny you say that, because I have a son who's gonna be 20 in June, and
shout out to Rizzy Rocket too. We was just talking about him in the car. But go ahead. Sorry.
and my son, you know, when you talk about certain things, when it comes to, like, you know, dying or death, or if I say, oh, so and so, you know, died or passed on, whatever, it's just like, you know, if I had heard maybe an uncle or an aunt of mine die, I'm gonna be upset.
Like,
But
take
you know, that little pain in your heart. But you know, and then, you know, I tell my son maybe certain things, or even my daughter who's 13, and it just seems like
Something like that
it,
cold.
My daughter's 8.
like they're decent.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Desensitized.
Yo, but my daughter's 8, and I seen some little. They sent like some little joint home from school. You know, you do the little fortune teller jump offs where, you know, you open it up.
Oh yeah, I used to
pick
love
one.
those things.
Yeah, you pick one and whatever, and I was like, all right, word. And then so they sent their own, like, a text. It was like, yo, can you talk to her about it right now? And first of all, this is like my daughter. I'm with her all the time. Like, she's like me, you know what I'm saying? She's mad cool. She's laid back. No, she's cool. She's funny, you know, but she's cerebral, you know what I'm saying? She always be thinking. So I was like, oh, you know, I get a chance to see, like, what's on her mind, you know what I'm saying? Because they finally sending something home from school. And the first choice was, and I, you know, this ain't I'm not trying to embarrass her or nothing if she ever see this or anybody. It ain't no, you know, but it is what it is. I think it's a teaching moment, right? The first choice was, I love you, right? Which already, like, my heart was in my sneakers, right? Because I was like, okay, what does that mean? Like, was she in school, who she telling I love you to in school, you know what I mean? That's already too much. And then the next choice was like, you're gonna have a really bad lunch. You know what I mean? Which was, I was like, that's cool. You know, you sticking it to somebody, you know, you try to diss somebody a little bit. The next choice was, it said something like, you die now. I was like, oh, shit.
You die now.
Yeah, I was like, why they send this home? You know what I'm saying? I'm all looking through the thing, and then I'm like, what?
You die
And
now.
I looked, I was like, oh, damn. Oh, damn. You die. I was like, yo, it went from I love you to the next choice was you die now.
It went from I love you to you're gonna have a real shitty lunch to you die now.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
Could you be dying from the food at
I don't
lunch?
know, you know, maybe she has some type of habit too, so I can feel that, because I know how she moved too. It was probably a progression type thing.
Well,
to
you
it.
know, my daughter's 13.
But that's a lot, though.
And
right? Talking about death. And
well,
life
it's funny. I'm gonna kind of bring something up to that extent almost. They actually just had their suicide prevention and awareness week not too long ago at the schools, and what they did was they did a survey, and I guess there's like there's 7 questions, and if the kids answer yes to I think 3 or more questions, then they basically your parents get a phone call. And not to embarrass my own daughter, but you know, like she had, you know, basically filled out 4 out of the 7 questions. And, then they put, it said, other, tell us, like, what your feelings are. My daughter's a lot like me, and she's very animated, and she just doesn't give a crap what she says. But she just said, school sucks, and it makes me want to cut. But she was saying,
Gotcha.
and
Want to cut school
yeah,
as opposed to cut my
it makes me want to cut. So so they read
Alarm.
school, school sucks, so she hates school, and it makes her want to cut. So they're thinking that she's cutting herself when she gets home, like from school with knives and stuff down her arm.
Well, cut somebody gets like $1.50 across the face.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way,
You said she is like you, right?
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
I thought you were bringing up the time about me with the knife at the.
Yeah, that's what I was, but.
No, I didn't know it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing violent. They just needed somebody to cut the cake, and nobody had a knife, so I pulled up my doink and I said, "Here's a knife." That's all.
Anytime you hear this is a learning lesson right here. Anytime you hear somebody refer to a knife as a doink, just
They know how to hold it and use it.
you know exactly what's going on. Hey, so that's good. I don't know. We had a good conversation about that. I don't think but at the end of the day, I think we just really gotta put our time, effort, and energy into letting these kids know that they got somebody. They got somebody in their corner, not these strangers. Like you be having strangers raising your kids. Cause I remember, I as a boy, single mom. You look up to your mom. I looked up to my mom. My mom's a gangster, you know what I mean? So I really didn't have to do nothing ever, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like Pat's son, you know what I mean? So I kind of got over with a lot of stuff. I didn't really have to prove myself in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
But when I did get a chance to start going outside, like you can't really... one thing you can't do is be coming and getting your mom. Once you get to a certain age, when you get double digits in age, like... You could come get your mom, like, when you're 7, when you're 8, when you're 9, like, little things going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But once you get over like that, you can't come get your mom, right? But if you're in a house and that's all you got, who do you look up to? Who do you go get next? You know what I'm saying? As far as a authority figure, like a person older than you, you know what I'm saying? Because all you have is your peers that are right, to the right and left of you. So I say that to say you do start idolizing people outside of your home that are older than you, quick. You start idolizing the older boys in your hood, or just anybody, even like, but look at teachers. You can look up to teachers, which used to be a type of thing, right? But it's easier to look up to someone who looks like you.
Exactly.
And who's from your area, you know what I'm saying?
Who you can relate to.
Rarely do you have black male teachers, you know what I mean? There's a lot more female teachers, you know what I mean?
My son, my children are biracial. And my son, I noticed that he went to the first he went to the Tobin School in Cambridge. And then we have put him in the Benjamin Banneker School in Cambridge as well. And I'll tell you, I noticed that there was a lot of black male teachers there. And my son had a lot of problems in the public schools, and when he went to the charter schools, and there were those black male role models, I saw a change in him, because it was like, and the principal was also a black male, and I can tell you I saw such a big change from the public school to the charter school, but also because of the male the male staff.
It means so much, and what's funny is that's where my daughter goes right now, and I know what you're talking about because that's what's in there. Like, it's a whole bunch of black males. Shout out to Mr. Sterling.
Mr. Sterling,
holding it down. Like,
and Mr. Davis.
She loves that dude, right? And I can tell why she loves him, because he reminds me. He reminds me of like me. Like, he's just a black dude, cool, listening,
nice
talking,
guy,
just being regular.
Yeah.
You don't get to see that type of thing out. He's not, yelling, swearing, just like whatever.
Yeah.
He's in his box. He's in his zone. He's being cool. He's funny.
He's
approachable.
Yes.
Yes, he can do all of that stuff.
And he'll talk to you. He'll tell you all about your kid's day. Like, And he's very personable, like, and he watches everybody's children, and he knows what they did for the whole day, what they didn't do for the whole day. He'll give you a whole rundown report.
Right, and also, yeah, they got like all. I mean, and I didn't really do my full research on that thing because they got in there. Her mom's from Cambridge, you know what I'm saying? So they and her brothers went there, so she's like grandfathered into the system. So I didn't really. It wasn't like I did school shopping. It wasn't like I was like, let me see where. Like, nah, she just happened to luck up into that system. But when she's there, like I feel bad for anybody who's in a system that's not like that.
Yeah.
You know, like especially if you're like a little brown child. You know what I mean? It makes a big difference when you see brown people of, you know, that you can look up to and be, you know, approach and talk and, you know, just have someone to like, you know, whatever. Like, you know, I was coming around the way. I went to the Mather in Dorchester, you know what I'm saying? When I was, you know, in before elementary, right? And I do remember that. I don't remember really going there like that. I just know I went. You know what I mean? Because then I went to the Murphy for elementary school, right? Okay. But I drove by the Mather's on Bowdoin Street. It's like on Bowdoin and whatever, like this side cut, Adams Street, whatever. Mm-hmm. I was coming around the corner, school's letting out, man, and it's like all these beautiful, you know what I'm saying, brown little children coming out, and nothing but young white teachers coming out, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's something like, you know, it's hard to look up to people who you don't relate to fully like that, you know what I mean? And that also kind of made me a little weirded out because it's like, look at these people like telling my little black babies what to do, and they grow up just thinking that that's an authority figure, like anybody tall and white can tell me what to do, because people's out here right like that right now, like shell-shocked. Like, if somebody tall and white walked in here wearing a suit, like, I don't want to say us because we all cool in here, but I would say, like, if we had more, say we had 10 more people in here, half the room would be shook to death because of the perception that we've been given that white people with suits are the authority.
So let's go back.
Way back?
No,
How far are we going back?
Let's just go back to...
shout out to DB's on the check-in, my guy.
This last story.
Rizzy Rose on the check-in too, sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just giving shout-outs to everybody on the check-in. I didn't know we had so many cool people checking me out on my stream. Yeah, what's the word?
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
Hey.
Let's put you on there. Go ahead, Yvette.
So as we
Somebody will see you, right, in the street and think that you won't give them the hands. You see how perception is crazy? But like, I know it.
I know.
So she's all nice and she brings us up here and she does all of this. But like, I've seen her like just walking down the street a couple of times and some like weird little instances happen, and it felt like she was about to start like choking somebody out in the street. So perception.
Yvette will be like, "Excuse me, but I'm going to throw thy hands at you."
Yeah, and it'll get
right.
Crazy real quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's another. I just wanted to throw that out there as far as like the perception conversation we was having.
And that's the worst thing you can do, actually. Believe it or not, don't ever judge a book by its cover, because they can lay you out.
So that was the thing when I came in. The fat white guy was judging him by his cover.
Look at it was a Chevy Caprice too, man. It was a Chevy Caprice, man.
Now it's the Caprice. Now you're right.
It was a 1980s Chevy Caprice.
Next time you see him, take down his license plate, because we need to fuck him up.
Oh man,
We're
looking for you.
Yeah, looking around here. We got a musical guest on tonight, right?
I know, but I want to go back to that topic.
Let's go.
What, the Chevy Caprice?
No. So as we were talking about the Benjamin Banneker School, right? Benjamin Banneker School and the charter schools. Just in teachers in general, I think we need to think about how we started the conversation about how do we help within our communities, because we're not going to get those young men in our schools if we can't keep them alive and keep them out of jail.
It's a volunteering thing, man.
Well,
the men have to step
I don't
up
know.
And volunteer.
Who has to step up and volunteer?
The men in the community.
Well, no, I mean, I think a lot of things that you talk about, Jay, as far as being involved in local government getting out there, doing
Because
something.
one thing I can say is the women be ready. The women be ready.
I mean-
In our
But
neighborhood,
I
the
want to
women
say,
be ready.
but also I think men are ready, but for me, and because I have these 22-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, so I'm always thinking about them. But I think the men have so many other issues that they have to deal with every day.
Absolutely.
And when I walk out of my house, am I gonna be able to come home today?
Absolutely.
Is some crazy stuff gonna happen? If I wear my suit
Yeah.
or my baggy pants,
Yeah.
is somebody gonna stop me? Is somebody gonna think I'm a weird old pervert just because I'm walking by the school every day, right?
That-
I mean,
nah, real talk.
but
Yeah.
I mean, all of those little things. I'm the white guy who's walking around, or the other guy. Not even gonna say the white guy, but that weird old guy
'Cause he could be the
who's
one
driving
patrolling.
around.
He
He
could be the
could
one
be the
patrolling.
security
The one
guard.
in your-
but-
exactly. He
but
could be the
all-
security.
But I'm just saying, for the black man, the man of color, it's like all of these things, the men of color from our community, they have so many other things to kind of worry about that we really have to find ways to support them and help get them there. They are coming out of college. They are at college. So how do we, we know what's out there, but I really would like to talk about, some kind of thoughts we may have, some kind of suggestions that we may have that we can toss around. We've said a lot of good things today.
I mean, not for nothing. I have my son is his father is not around, so I basically raised a young black man on my own.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a marathon.
It don't end.
It's a worry fest.
Yes, it is. It is. And I think you remember last time I was on the show, we had talked about all the, arraignments my son had racked up and everything. Now he has friends that, of all colors, not just him being a young black man, all colors of friends. And, one thing I did was because of the I hate to say it, it's not even just about the fathers not being around anymore. It's about the mothers, too. And what I decided to do for me, and in my way of paying it forward, is, being there for these kids that, even if they do have family that they can talk to, I want to be able to be that sounding board that they can come and talk to and say, hey, because a lot of them refer to me as Ma. Hey, Ma. I'm going through this, or, hey, Ma, I'm thinking about doing this, or, hey, Ma, I need advice on this, or, what should I do about this? How should I handle this? That's what I kind of do.
So I think that's kind of what I was saying. Instead of them having to you have to volunteer. If you're not approachable, they don't have anybody to go to. So to stop them from taking advice from the R.
bad
Kelly types, you have to have them comfortable with taking your advice, and you have to be approachable. You have to be approachable to these kids, and then
So
and
how
plus
does that happen, Jay?
you gotta make it.
So
Like,
give us some suggestions on how that could happen.
Well, I just make myself approachable.
Okay.
Like,
How
just,
do you do that? What
just,
do you do?
Like, say like, I make it so I look and I pay attention. You know what I'm saying? When you see one thing about, like, once you get past 21 or whatever, you know what it is to be a kid. Like all those weird feelings from when you're like 16 and under. You have like the weirdest feelings from the time when you're like 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Your heart be, you know what I'm saying? You be feeling weird, just all these, and you need like a lot of confidence builders and stuff like that. So when I see kids, when you see children, you gotta build their confidence. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta talk to them, not at them.
Yeah, you have to actively go out of your way to build their confidence, just like you go out of your way to say hello, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like in that same conversation that you have, you can also, when you say, hey, how you doing? They say, yeah, you be like, oh, look at you. with your strong, whatever.
I
You call
see
them
you
strong,
shining, yeah.
or you're smart, or I see, because one thing we know how to do too is gas. We know how to gas. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we invented the gas. You know what I'm saying? Gas these kids up. Like, they need to be gassed.
Yeah.
Like the full gas, like the jumping bell. You know what I'm saying? Every time you see them come out, like, and if you see something that's a little off, you know what I'm saying? You go down, you help them out, and you just make it so, like, they feel
That is normal. That is okay.
normal, open to reach out and, like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
So they know they got an extra eye looking out for 'em.
Right. Hey, shout out to Tasha D. She just dropped a single, Listen World. That's my homie. She just hit us up. She's on the check-in. You know what I mean? Did I check? Did I miss anybody else? I got some real thorough ass people checking in. Shout out to Hector Solano.
So
I am actually going back to
these are people I
everybody
look
that's
up to
checking
too,
into
you
my
know what I
live,
mean?
but everybody that's checking into
My
my
guy,
live.
Boy Slayman was in the mix.
okay,
You know what
so
saying?
I'm getting ready to take it over right now.
Word? Shout out to
So-
Wally Sparks.
Hey!
Yeah, definitely. Wally
What's up,
Sparks is
Wally?
watching.
Hey Wally,
So
don't
it's-
ever let him think that I didn't suggest for you to have the job up here too. That was me that said go get Wally. Right?
So it's 5:26, and I know we have a musical guest here in the studio, and but I just want to kind of run over some of these topics that we mentioned tonight. Then I want everyone to talk about some of their upcoming events. We'll have some topics for next time, but also thanks to M Styles for joining us here today.
My pleasure.
And
Not
the
just
big
for today,
surprise,
right? It's for every
not just for today, but she'll be roaming on the various weekends. Just kind of get acclimated with the other host. But she definitely will be around.
I'll be
especially
around.
up until Hip Hop Festival time.
Yep, Hip Hop Festival is going to be coming up on September 7th.
September 7th, right here in Union Square.
2019. I will be performing. Let me just give some quick plugs real quick. 420 Coast to Coast, I'm going to be performing, and 324 I will be filming Bean Girl Vibe.
Uh-oh.
So everybody come down to Social Sundays at night around 9 o'clock.
Where's that at again? What's the address?
It's at Ian Tane, 31 India Street on the 24th.
April?
April.
Word.
I mean, not April.
March. Yep.
So not this Sunday, next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
At Ian Tane, 9 o'clock, 31 India Street. We're going to be doing the night scene filming for Bean Girl Vibe. So anybody and everybody, come on down and show some love.
Are we gonna play Bean Girl Vibe today?
I have it on a flash drive.
We
Yeah,
don't.
we don't have it on. It's not on the internet.
So,
It's not available on the
let me
internet.
see.
It actually on SoundCloud it is. Yeah. I didn't think.
So, just a couple of things we'll talk about how to communicate with our children. I think one of the best things that we can have is making sure that we're their parents, we're their guardians, individuals are not safe. We talked about how do we get individuals in place that maybe can do something like guardian angels. I think about
That is really where we need to be. Like,
Right.
Not no corny way. Like, I'm not saying ride the subways with berets on our head,
Right,
or we need like certain things, but like it's like just a community, like connection. Like that's what I was saying. A lot of these men, it's hard for us to have a fellowship because there's really no neutral ground for us to meet. You know what I mean? So if we had like more neutral places for the people of the community to like really get together and kind of like talk, I think we would get more done. But because we don't have those places
Right.
to fellowship,
Right. Yeah.
like we don't meet each other. Because I'm a cool person, I would like to.
Well, what about this? What about this, Jay? I mean, that could be something that that maybe you find a way to promote, and then we start to create that. Because definitely, if we think
Dudes in
about
the
what
hood.
just happened with Jassy,
Dudes in the hood.
if
Yeah.
if people were
Yeah.
outside the club, would
Dudes in
someone
the
have noticed something and said, yo man, this doesn't look right. So, and if we think about it, you know, the Black Panthers used to do different things like that. And when we talk about that, I want to throw this out. We are trying to create a PSA for sickle cell. Young lady that does the show here, Lisa Wurd, she's gone into heart failure, and she's one of the oldest people living with sickle cell, just at the age of, you know, in her early 50s. So we are really trying to put some thoughts together to create a sickle cell PSA. Okay, so yes, so she's on the show spreading love and knowledge.
Get well.
Yes, so all of that, Jay threw out a great thought about an Uber app. So Jay, I mean, we could do that instead of the ghost cars, right? But an Uber app sounds like a great thing. Even getting with these young kids that are doing some
Yeah, what's a
coding.
ghost car?
Yeah, a ghost cab.
Oh.
Okay, and then Nicole mentioned, Ms. Styles mentioned the Black Pages. That's something to think about. And we did even make it to the college scandals. When you all are talking about money, look at that. Millions of dollars to get their kids in college, right?
Yeah, that was...
And we're talking about our male teachers, right? And
that's another thing, you know, you gotta watch, see how now this scandal should open your eyes. This goes back to my old adage, right? Don't judge the same thing, back to judging a book by its cover, right? And exception people, just because someone wants to and they got a stethoscope, you know what I'm saying? And they work for a hospital, that don't mean they know shit about operations. Like, people be cheating every day, Like, people get sent to school every day. So you gotta check everyone's word for what it is. Like, because someone's a doctor, like, you don't think you can pass school with D's and C's?
Really, though.
You know what I'm saying? You don't think you could be like, you know, you don't think people had people doing their homework? Like, nothing, the game don't change. It's all still the same. How you get through college. People have people doing their papers. People have people doing their homework. Now, look at you. See, people have people paying money to get people into these places. But these are the people that you're going to respect their opinion. When they come out and they got like a couple of letters behind their name because they got a PhD or whatever. How'd you even get into that college? You know what I'm saying?
because my parents got me into the college. I mean, the one daughter was saying,
Yeah, they
I didn't
paid.
even want to go. And then she blew the news on her father.
That's correct.
And said, oh, he took his money that he got for college tuition and he used it to start his business.
I listen only to people.
Right? I mean, but they've been doing it,
Wow.
right? They've been doing it.
You
I'm
only
gonna take
listen-
I just want to say this, Jay. I'm sorry, but you know, there's a lot of things happening this weekend. You guys got an event going. It's 5:33. Y'all need to play some music. You need to say your event. I mentioned it to Ms. Dial, so I don't know if you got to talk to her. But there's also an event going on, and Charles on the Square on the Mosleys tonight. Tonight, the My People gathering is happening from 8:30 until 1 o'clock. So tickets are available at the event. Jay Spriggs has an event going on tonight.
I do have an event tonight. I do.
You do?
Yep.
I thought so.
Yeah, we got a showcase going on. I'm trying to with my man Alski. We were doing the NSP reunion. For any of my peoples that know about that, the old school DYC reunion, Dorchester collaborative jump off. So it's over here. It's at this spot called Studio TV, which I really didn't know about that spot till I went, and it's dope because it's in the cut, but it's down Dudley. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we was like trying to keep it a secret because like, you know, whatever, but at this point, I mean, you know, people are going to do what they're going to do, and I'm not that type of person like, yo, you don't want to put everybody on to the spot because, yo, trust me, anything I do, I already know somebody's going to come right behind me and try to do the same shit I already did. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. And to be honest, I don't care, yo, like, because you're not me, you're not going to do it like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we just going to whatever. So let me get out of my own feelings real quick. But it's at 195 on Dudley Street tonight. The Facebook, I got some performance coming through too. My man, Keith Cobain's gonna perform. Beanstalk's gonna come through also. Damn, what's my man's name? Definitely. Oh my God, Ray Diamond.
Oh, Ray Diamond?
Ray Diamond. Yep. He's a singer, right? He's gonna come through. I hollered at my homegirl, Fame Fame Jackson too. She's gonna perform in the cut, and also there's a few other people. I forget my man DJ 617, Mr. Bostic. Whatever the name of his group is, but they're dope. They're dope. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have a few more people. Yeah, hopefully I have some people come through. Like I said, shout out to Rizzy Rocket. That's a dude I was trying to reach out to, man. I really like that dude's energy. You know what I'm saying? So we like to bring that. It's gonna be a good joint because I'm gonna be on the wheels spinning. I'm playing straight old school 90s. That real, grimy shit that we ain't gonna be able to hear, in the regular, spots or whatever. Yeah. And also, I'm at the Golden Opportunity showcase. That's tomorrow in Harvard Square. You have to hit me up for that exact address too. It's on Mount Harbor and Ave, I think. Shout out to my man, Trap Brother DQ. That's the Golden Mic Opportunity, Golden Opportunity Showcase. I'm sure it's on my page somewhere. I'll try to send out the links or whatever. But that's gonna be dope. I've seen a lot of dope performers gonna be there too. About 10 different performers. It's in like a house over there over there in Harvard. The way it's set up, like you can rent it out. It's just dope. It's dope, real dope. M Styles, you would love to perform in that spot too. And the spot tonight, I was trying to reach out to you because I wanted to see what you was doing tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
I want you to come through.
I would love to, but the only thing is I have my daughter tonight, and then tomorrow, we're actually, me and Heavy and all of us, were doing a photo shoot.
Oh, word! Shout out to Heavy too.
Yeah, shout out always to Heavy. And
he said he was gonna. He said he was gonna hook me up with the. He wanted me to come down and do the first Sundays at the Social Sundays.
Yeah.
At Ontang. What's that? 31 India Street.
Yeah, that's Boston, where the on next Sunday it's gonna be the video shoot. So.
Yeah, so I think the first one I was gonna do definitely. I'm supposed to have something down there on April 7th, which is my birthday. So.
Alright, word.
Yeah, look out for that.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah. I'm trying to go ahead.
You want to introduce your song?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Let's play some M Styles.
All right, we're gonna.
Bean Girl,
we're gonna play my song, "Bean Girl Vibe."
I met you. You did this song when I first we did the Yvette had to join in the Greek spot. We used to go to.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Thank you. That was my first performance in 10 years.
Intro the song.
Alright, so we're gonna be playing my song, my first song that I ever wrote and recorded 3 years ago. It is M Styles' Bean Girl Vibe. Yeah!
I love it. Hey. Uh-oh. What'd I do?
Can we go take a picture, guys? I have to leave. And then I have Beanstalk pulled up for you all to finish up.
Nice.
You just have to take the picture out here.
Thank you. Oh, we're going to take the picture now?
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yo, come walk with me.
Oh, we're using that camera? We'll be right back, people.
Ooh, what's the word radio? I gotta upload me some music to upload. What's up? Who's uploading up to What's the Word Radio?
That's a good question.
Oh, let me find out.
Yeah.
They got What's the Word Radio up there?
I'll have to get it popping.
Let me find out, man. Let's go ask some questions. We're gonna ask some questions.
We gotta go for a smoke break yet.
Oh,
no.
No.
Picture time? So do you have another track after this?
No, I don't.
we gotta take this picture real quick.
Oh.
song?
You can play the gelato.
Okay, you good? You good, Jono?
I think so. I
It's
would
just
say.
behind it.
Yeah.
And you know we are live. We're live over there.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
See you next time.
I know.
Peace.
Your daughter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She's leaving
Bye,
us our
honey.
vices.
I'll see you. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to see you
Leaving us our
tomorrow night.
vices. She's about to get
Remember,
crazy.
next Sunday.
She's about to get crazy. When Yvette leaves, we go, wow. We get buck wow.
Don't have Stuart call me.
Where the hell are you going, Yvette?
Don't have.
She got a date.
You're dizzy? You got a diggity? Okay, then.
Yes, you do.
No diggity, no doubt. Play on, player.
Word. You wanna, are we in this?
Huh? What you want from me?
Nothing.
What you want? What you want?
Alright, come back.
That. Oh, where's my headphones? Where's my headphones to go?
Back.
That's still yours?
Word, we're back. What's the word radio? That was
Dope.
That was our beautiful co-host M Styles coming with the
Even
flavor.
dope
Oh,
alive.
thank you.
What is that? What's the name of that song?
Really?
Hold on, why? What are we playing next? I'm playing.
No.
Oh, what was
Your,
that?
your song.
Is that your oh that's your SoundCloud?
Oh, yeah, that's my SoundCloud.
Okay, so people can find that on your SoundCloud.
Yeah, you can find me at basically soundcloud.com, whatever, m.stylec.
Word. And we got another guest up in here who's doing some music, right? My man Keith Cobain from the fabulous Beanstalk crew, which I'm also a part of, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a little bit of nepotism going on up in here. You know what I mean? But it's the perfect time because they just dropped I say they, but let me just say we. You know what I mean? Just to keep it like, stop trying to throw everybody off the trail because it's nothing to hide. You know what I mean? It's all what we do. But we just dropped 2 projects in February. One was Beanstalk UKKK, right? Which is on all platforms. Yeah, it's on all platforms or whatever. And
You Ku Klux Klan.
yeah, hey, you're gonna explain that in a second. And the other one is my man, one of the artists from Beanstalk, J Boogie Boss, just dropped his mixtape Roses 3. It's in a series of mixtapes that he's been dropping for the past couple of years. So he's dropped his 3rd one. So right now we got Keith Cobain in his house. I just introduced him, but introduce yourself.
I'm Keith Cobain. I'm a member of Beanstalk Records. Like you said, we just dropped a couple of projects. Just trying to stay busy, coming up with different ideas, and just basically trying to flood the scene. Because right now, it's a whole bunch of things going on. A lot of people doing stuff, and we're doing stuff too. So if you ever see Beanstalk, you ever want to hear some good music, or you ever want to, check out a video or 2 or whatever, just make sure you definitely check out Beanstalk on all platforms, SoundCloud, YouTube, Dat Piff. What's the other one? What's the
Reverb Nation?
Reverb Nation?
Nah, we don't rock with them.
Yeah,
Why? What's up with Reverb Nation?
Wow, what's up with Reverb?
I don't know. It's been around for years. You know
I think
what I'm
we
saying?
might have something on there.
We do got something on there, but I don't look at it or touch it.
I honestly use Reverb Nation. It's good for statistics.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, for the analyticals, I use it
See,
for.
because a lot of those other things now are like giving you all those same like analyticals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? Some people go on Reverb Nation for different things.
Mhm.
So what I like to do is I just go through all of them and do all the analyticals. Like I have a book of all the different places because that listen to my stuff, whether it be countries, states, whatever. I have them all in different categories. And then because like when you upload your stuff onto media platforms like Spotify, iTunes, you can target certain countries, certain states, all that. So what I do is I go through and I say, hey, this country's been playing it the most.
Right.
Switzerland likes it. Amsterdam likes it.
Right.
So I'm going to target those countries because those countries, chances are, going to play me for 30 seconds or more, and I'm going to get paid.
Right.
So that's just my little, advice to you if you're gonna try to, you want to kind of like target your music a certain way. Is that?
I'm sorry.
Is that the lady from the Golden Girls?
What is that? That's your first. That's the cover of the first
Yeah.
First
Is that what's her name?
Is
that Rose from the Golden Girls?
Yep, it is.
Oh, okay, because I was like, thank you for being a friend.
Let's play one of these songs. So
let's play a song
together. You know, go to the top. Go to the top.
Okay.
Start with the top.
I was like, it took all my attention. Like, is that Rose?
Yeah, I was
Play that
scrolling
first.
down.
Play that Gelato.
Gelato.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll start with that.
That's off of Roses 3. That's J Boogie Boss. He's the little YG out the crew, but he definitely he got an old mind, so he fits right in with us. So
That's what's
this
up.
is Gelato.
Yeah.
I think gelato sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that shit hot as fuck. Fuck that.
I'm mad it wasn't until you said smell it. That's not. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gelato is some good shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Be sure before I expose myself.
Yeah. What's that, nigga? What you smoking on?
And I'm smoking on gelato, nigga. If time is money, then my life is a Movado, nigga. And you know I got my chopper, nigga.
So yeah, when we come back, man, just play that album or whatever. We gotta try to play as many songs as possible. Like him having his project, your project.
Since she used to hate me, wanna give me second chance now. Just worth a milli, he might pull up in the Lamb now. Niggas got on 20 chains, but they don't even stay now. They try to get me, but that shit ain't really playing now. Every time I make deposit, shit like 20 bands now. Letter from the IRS, I'm dodging Uncle Sam now. Her she do
Yeah, here, no.
I got her popping Zans now. Body overheating, got her sitting by the fan now. All this fucking work got me feeling like the man now. Only pounding up, I don't even sell no grams now. And I'm smoking on gelato, nigga. If time is money, then my life is a Movado, nigga. And you know I got my chopper, nigga.
It's because it's a funk.
Broker than my daughter, nigga. Damn. Gotta keep my distance from these niggas with their hands out. Bitches get dependent when they see you making bands now. Since she used to
Maybe we'll
hate
do
me,
it this way.
wanna give me second chance now. Shish's worth a milli, he might pull up in the
Hey!
now. Niggas got feelings, I don't got too many friends now. Funny how they frontin' since I started making hands now. Niggas think they stuntin' cause they pulled up in the Benz now. That's his baby mother car, these niggas just pretend now. Money young Kardashian, yeah, my bitches look like Kim now. Got a lot of hoes, she be thinking I'm a pimp now. Walk up in the club and I'm paying bitches rent now. All I know is dollars, man, my life don't make no sense now. And I'm smoking on gelato, nigga. If time is money, then my life is a Movado, nigga. And you know I got my chopper, nigga. Lot of grown men, broker than my daughter, nigga.
5:49.
Gotta keep my distance from these niggas with their hands out. Bitches get dependent when they see me making bands now. Since she used to hate me, wanna give me second chance now. Shish's worth a milli, he might pull up in the Lamb now.
Above Us will be the next one. We keep going down, it'll say Above Us.
Ain't on there no more.
You gotta see the show. What a performance.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, you can see how a white girl can fall for him.
What?
Well, I mean, not me. I'm just saying, like, you can see how some girls could, you know, like that Swedish girl.
In other words, you condone that stuff. Easy.
Some good
I
fellas.
want to make sure I don't wind up kissing fucking Nat King Cole over here.
With good fellas in the casino.
You can see how this, you know, these guys.
When you said that, I was like, oh yeah.
He won an Oscar for that role.
What you're saying, but you have to watch out sometimes how you say things. You know, people get the wrong impression. Okay, just want to get along now. I understand what you said. You know, guys, now.
gotta be a magic asshole. Gal Gadot, you Wonder Woman and I am an asshole. Attitude, give me pass, go. You still bumping gas, bro. These hybrids, they run off charge, though. This that future game. I'm keeping it Gucci, man. I'm just giving tips.
Do you have any other time you have any shows or anything that you want? Just like hit me up.
Absolutely.
Because it's just child care.
I was running, I knew that, and I was running around and I mentioned it to Beth. I don't know if she mentioned it to you, I mentioned it to her last week. And I was like, oh, because I knew that. I was like, I know you gotta, make sure. Same thing with me. You know what I mean?
But you, anytime in the future, just let me know.
Absolutely.
I try to always pick up everything that comes out. So.
I want it for all of my brothers. This for all of my sisters. This going above us. Roll rough, hard on the come up. I remember everyone doubt us. Now everyone's bossed up. Even you want something out of us. Dream in color. I want it for all of my brothers. This for all of my sisters. This going above us. Roll rough, hard on the come up. I remember everyone doubt us. Now everyone's bossed up. Even you want something out of us. What the hell are you looking for? Can a black man get money? Shop at the Gucci store. Stay a little bit, then leave with tote bags for his honeys. I never go stag. What the fuck's that? All my bras got jet lag. Ain't traveling with no blue balls or broads on that red rag. And definitely no RuPaul's or me too in their hashtags. Nigga, my Joneses is too tall. I'm slam dunking y'all false flag. 101, not 1 and 3. The divine vine, Beanstar. That's the LLC, which means 1 for you, 1, 2 for me. Creative juices flow fluidly. No alarm clocks and you overslept, meaning no class, and that's truancy. I wake up like there's a grip to gain. You stay vain inside the picture frame. Can't maintain the same whisper things. They complain about just some pinky rings. Shit. We pulling out guns while the white man crowd funds.
Well, I mean, because we only got what? 5 minutes, right? Yeah. So you probably can talk and then play one more song on the outro. So we're gonna come back after this. Just talk, say what we have in the shows, and then we can play on Sunday Money. Or Trends. This for all of my sisters. This going to hard on the come up. I remember everyone doubt us. Now everyone's bossed up. Even you want something out of us. Just do this for my kids. This is the same way Boosie got killed. We're coming back. Yeah, we found $20 in a pair of D's. Want to come back? You guys just let that rock then. Yo, we back.
Yeah.
That was my man, my mellow, Key Cobain.
Yes.
J Boogie Boss. Mr.
Gelato,
Shush.
Roses 3.
That was the first. That was the
That
first
was the
song,
first
right?
song. Roses, off of Roses 3, Gelato. And then that other song was Above Us. And that's on UKK and K.
I know.
And that's one of the.
So you have 2 separate projects out right now.
Yeah. One is basically, us.
So J
and
Boogie
then-
Boss has a project, right?
Yeah, J Boogie Boss.
And that's the Roses 3, and that's available on Dat Piff.
That's on Dat Piff, Audio Mac, and I believe Sound. Is it on, no, it's not on SoundCloud.
No, sure.
Yet.
And then you have another project, which is, and then who's doing the production on that? Roses 3. That was the Gelato song, right? I like that song. Who did the production?
On that, I believe those are like all YouTube driven type of tracks, but I think that one was the Kid Ocean. He did that one. He's pretty dope.
Okay. And then the other project is Beanstalk UKKK. And so let's break down that title for me. What is that?
I mean, with everything that's going on in the climate, I'm just poking, I'm poking my nose out, my big Cape Verde nose out there, and I'm making sure that, UK KKK is now officially Uncle Cousin Keith Cobain. So whenever you hear KKK, just be like, oh man, that's Cousin Keith Cobain. Don't worry about it. He's here to have fun.
I like that.
That's cool.
I'm one of the guys out there that I'm not gonna do everything that your favorite rappers are doing.
I like the artwork to that project. To both the projects actually. They're dope.
Pretty much I believe everything is just done in-house, family. The UKK cover, my daughter did that.
Word?
Yeah, she drew that one.
That's really awesome.
She like we're trying to make sure that we put our kids, you
That's
know,
what's up.
we didn't have a lot of the technology and the stuff that we have today, so
Right.
you know, I try to make sure that I put everybody to work that's under, you know, anybody that's under me, I try to make sure that I got them doing something.
Yep, idle's hands make the devil's work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I like that.
I'm not gonna have them wasting their talents, or, you know what I mean? Even if they don't know what they did it for, I'm like, I need that, you know what I mean? I told her, I was like, I'm gonna need that. She's like, of course, Daddy, you know what I mean? Of course you're gonna put me on, but I'm like, she didn't realize what she did for me. Right?
Yeah.
She did the artwork and she did everything and she was just doing it, and you know what I mean? But I was like, I need that, sweetheart. You know what I mean? 'Cause
that's hard.
That's gonna set the sail.
How much time we got left, John?
What, 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
All right, so you're performing tonight, right?
Yeah.
At the Studio TV, 195 Dudley Street.
Yeah, 195.
People can hit you up on your social media and all that stuff and find out. So give out your social media.
At Uncle Cousin on Twitter, Uncle Cousin on Facebook.
Spell Uncle
that
Cousin
out.
for them.
Oh, Uncle Cousin, UNKLE. I spell everything with a K because I'm retarded. Cousin, Kuzzin. Keith, Keet, Cobain, Kolbang. Beanstalk, if you're thinking about Jack and the Beanstalk, close, but it's really Beanstalk. Stock markets, Beanstalk, BAN $TOCK. Make sure you get that right because that's really important to us. Because we're actually, we're not playing. We're like really serious.
Word. So there's all these that project is available on iTunes, on Spotify, all that stuff. You can stream it. Beanstalk, UKKK, and you can come check us out tonight. We'll be performing at Studio TV, 195 Dudley Street, and we're gonna get out of here and play one more song. Play that song that was about to come on.
Which one?
That
Sunday Money?
Right.
Or whichever one. Yo, you want to hear Sunday Money? Word, me too. Let's go. We out.
Dude, what's the word?
Okay.
Report!
Sunday Money.
Money gets back. I'm all right, Jack. Keep your hand on my stack.
Sign off. Yeah, just leave it with that. We gotta do a sign off though. When they said that, we have to make sure we always do. Can you come back? Come back and tell them what's the word. Every Saturday, whatever. Yeah, just hit them with it.
Real quick. Even though that's running in the background.
Yeah, it's all good.
We
Hey.
just gotta let y'all know.
Yeah, thanks for everybody checking us out. What's the word? Every Saturday.
What's the
4 to 6.
word?
We're here. All right.
Alright, have a blessed weekend, y'all. No social Sundays this Sunday. Next Sunday, 324-31 India Street, Antane. There will be Bean Girl Vibe video shoot. Be there, 9 p.m. Shop. Holla.
Peace.